checked in. We do need you to check in at the entrance, especially if you want to have an alcoholic the day ends here, and I'm really looking forward to this. I cast a couple of votes, hoping to see if my dog wins. But if you have not done that, you still have an opportunity to vote. We encourage you to do that right now, all the way up until 6 o'clock, and then we'll get underway with our races. But again, Sally Mills, dog trainer, owner of Runamutt Dog Training. We're getting underway in 1 minute. 1 minute right here on the main stage. So you're good. I'm going to give you the mic. Sally, I'm just curious. Sometimes I need snacks, so I'm wondering if I can have a pouch like that for me. You just like when I'm out shopping with you, Sally could give me snacks while I'm shopping. I get grumpy when I'm out there shopping. I'm going to hand it over right now. Sally Mills is a dog trainer. She is with Runamutt Dog Training. And she's going to be talking to us today. For many of you, you get your dogs as rescues. And there are some definite tips that you're going to want to follow that Sally's going to give you out here today so you can better understand how to have a really well-behaved dog. Sally, I'm going to hand you the mic over here right now. Thank you so much. And again, please, human treat bag for Connie next time.
Right. Hey, everyone. My name's Sally Mills. I own Runamutt Dog Training. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay. This is my puppy, Alba. She's a 10-month-old mixed breed from Nevada Humane Society. She was actually rescued from Merced, California. There was a whole litter left in an orchard that was going to be euthanized. She's now almost 70 pounds. She's a trail runner, hence the name of of my company. And she is very, very, very active. I do about 60 miles a week running and hiking, and it does nothing. I've also taught her some place commands, which is what this is right here. Simply put, this will allow her to decompress on something while she's incorporating fun with me. So one of her favorite things to do is play ball. And let's see if I can do this while she's distracted with all the things and the ball and me and the microphone. Okay. So there's two parts to this thing. I want her to settle on place, and then I want her to stay there until I release her. Okay. You ready? Down. I'm going to briefly turn this off so I can just show you with both my So what I'm trying to teach her is what's called impulse control. What this means is just because I have the ball doesn't mean she gets it. In fact, the only time she gets this is when I allow her to have it. So what that means is I'm asking her to relax on this cot, aka place, and I let her have this ball when I tell her the magical words. Are you ready? Are you ready? Whoops. See how this is a very big deal for her? On your bed. Oh, good girl. Sit. Down. Good girl. Now she has to give me a proper down. I don't like the Sphinx shape. I like her actual hips to be rotated underneath because that means she's actually relaxed and focusing on the goal, which is place. Okay? We have a distraction here. So guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to release her off place until I have that distraction give me a little space. Okay, so you have to succeed with your dog. You have to set them up for success. So just because we have room here doesn't mean I'm going to let her escape right away. I want to make sure I have an ample space to do this performance, right? So here we go again. Stay. What are those magical words? Whoops. In your bed. And she is 10 months, so she hits the wall once in a while. Sit. Are you ready? Sit down. Good girl. And she's a puppy, and she's very drivey. She's a very active dog. So you want to utilize rewards that are active. Treats are only so helpful. You really want to make sure that you're using a fun activity that makes her want to listen and do the job. Stay. Are you ready? Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Get it. Right, and then I let her play with it. So that's the reward I do, is an actual ball. Food is helpful as well. But if you want to think about what excites your dog, utilize that for training, because that helps her listen to you in all spaces, all areas, as well as succeed each time. You want this? On your bed. This is for exciting work. I want her to put motion into this. Sit. Another option you can do, which I'm going to show you in a second. Sit. And you guys, I train her maybe 5 minutes a day, because it's too much if you overdo it. You want to make sure you always end positively and maybe do 5-10 minutes at the very most. So this is a lot for her. I'm actually very proud of her right now. Stay. This is the opposite of exciting. This is called a snuffle mat. It's a decompression thing you can use for letting your dog kind of forage, sniff, look around for things, makes their brain chill out. So I do this a lot when she's on her mat or place, to let her kind of investigate and think for herself at this point. I don't really need her to do tricks. I just want her to decompress and relax, right? And that's very, very hard for her, because she is an active breed. So it's called a snuffle mat. You can buy these anywhere. Pet stores, Pet Station had this one. You can put treats all through the grooves here, and she has to think and figure out how to get these. It's just a puzzle toy that's really helpful. Do you see how she's finally relaxing here? This is, again, 60 miles a week of exercise, physical and mental. Each dog needs an outlet every day. An outside backyard is not exercise. It's not enrichment. So if your dog is, digging up your drip system or chewing up your things, it's because you're not giving them a sufficient outlet. We do something every single day, even if it's just, a new adventure like this. So when you're doing the snuffle mat, remember, the ball is for exciting, and I want her to play and have activities. For decompression, which is what place is, I put a bunch of treats inside the snuffle mat and let her have it, okay? And what this actually allows her to do also is deflect from other dogs. She's very, very dog friendly, which is not a good thing. Not everyone likes dogs, and I don't want to be the person that says, oh, my dog's friendly. That's code for I don't have control over my dog and I don't care about other people. So it's really important that when you're teaching dog strategy, which is what this is, you set them up for success and let them kind of think and explore and do the things that dogs are supposed to do, right? She's an off-leash trail runner with me. We've worked on it since she was 4 months old. This is a hard one for her, dogs barking. So I'll show you what I do here. Watch this. Whoops. 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 Sit. Whoops. Sit. Whoops. Good girl. On your mat. Thank you. Good. So she's really triggered by dogs barking. Most important thing is you don't punish that. She's uncomfortable. So the most important thing I can do is move her away and bring her back to where she was succeeding. Barking, growling, all those things are good. That means they're talking to you as, please help me, I'm uncomfortable. If you discipline the masking of that behavior, you're not getting to the point of saying, hey, I got you, girl, you're okay. See how she's a little uncomfortable there? But she made the right decision to go back to the snuffle mat. Whoops. Come on. Up. It's too much for you. I know. Sit. Up. No. Oh. So she does, again, have about a 15-minute window where she does really well, and then she gets cranky because she is a puppy. So I'm actually very impressed with her right now. So redirecting, you guys, is the most favorable activity you can do. Move her around, focus on the task of training. Don't get mad at her. That's not going to help you. It's scared. She's scared. She's over aroused right now, right? She was just doing fine. A dog barks and she's like, oh my gosh, something's happening, right? So what you don't want to do is yell, shut up. Teach them what to do first, and then add to your training as they understand on your mat. Oh, that was a good girl. Hi. Any questions on this at all? Anybody have questions? Okay. She's a great dog. I actually am very impressed with how sweet and well behaved she is. The first couple months of getting her was not so awesome. If you get a puppy, be prepared for a lot of evisceration and chewing up stuff. And make prepare yourself to have this dog for the life of the dog. You don't get one because they're cute. They're cute for a reason. So they require a lot of work. But she's a parvo. She's mine. I lost my 15-year-old dog in October. I adopted her 10 days later. It's just one. Yeah. By proxy, I have others through like friends and stuff, but she's enough for me right now. But we're trail running all the time. She recalls back. She saw a mountain biker the other day and just stood there and ignored it. She doesn't run up to other dogs. There's a lot of training all the time that we do here. So if you do want off-leash control and you do want off-leash training, talk to me because I specialize in it. I don't use tools. I don't use e-collars, prong collars. I just teach your dog what to do. And if you are having a frustration, it's usually because we haven't prepared them for that particular situation. Like she's never seen wild horses or horses before. Why the heck would I let her off leash there? It's irresponsible and it's not fair to anyone else. So if your dog is uncertain or unsure, you have no business letting that dog off leash. It's unsafe for everyone else. But most important thing with her is follow through. I'm very, very good at following through with what I ask. If you've noticed that, I do send her back to her cot every single time. I'm not just like allowing her to bark and lose her mind. I'm following through with the treat on your cot. Come on. Come on. Down. Down. And the leash is on her for safety and precaution, but you should have the same dog on and off leash. The leash is superfluous. It shouldn't be the reason you have control over your dog. I've had plenty of dogs in my life that are leash reactive, but off leash, they're overly friendly. How do you get that neutral experience that I'm looking for? Just constant reward, constant training, and constant interaction with your dog. You never stop training. My last dog passed at 15, and I still trained her till she passed. If you stop training, you fail your dog, and it's an unsafe situation for everyone else. So I've been dog training for 10 years, and I've been in the shelter realm for 30. And if you adopt a dog and you put your time and effort into them, they're the best dogs you'll ever own. Case in point here, right? I have a lot of stuff here to succeed with her, but the most important thing is your relationship. If she doesn't respect you, if she's overly coddled or overly babied or doesn't have boundary work, that's just as awful as not giving her enough love. So you have to kind of give them that they're accountable for their behaviors. You follow through what you ask for them. Do you again see what I did here? I put her back on her bed. It's not like I let her have freedom, but there is a magical word, which I love, or magical phrase, I would say. Alba, go ahead. Good girl. So go ahead is her marker for being able to move away from whatever I asked her to do. If that's a trail that we're doing and I pulled her to the side, if it's bed, if it's downstays, whatever you're asking, I say go ahead as a release cue for her so that she can actually do that and have access to the fun environment that we are doing, which is life, right? On your bed, please. Come on, pup. Down. And you guys, she's a really impulsive dog. This dog is, I think she's a Vizsla mix, or I don't know. She's a mixed breed, but she's so active. So if I do not give her needs met every single day and she does something naughty, it's my fault. You are the responsible party of your dog, not anyone else. Okay? Stay. But most of all, have fun. Have fun, engage with them, take them places, meet them in the middle of where they are currently. She's 10 months old. She's not my 15-year-old dog. She's still learning life. So I have to train her to get her to where I want her to be. It's unfair to put her in expectations of the things my 15-year-old dog used to be able to do. She can't do it yet, right? Stay. By the way, when I'm working these commands, I always follow through with a treat too, just to proof it. I like breweries, restaurants, and everything. I like to be able to go to the bar, restaurant, etc., and grab whatever I want and come back to my table without her moving. I don't have to worry about that. She just should chill there. And she is, right? This is just her reinforcement. It has nothing to do with fancy gimmicky stuff. It's just basic training. And the most important thing is that they're healthy, happy, and well taken care of. If you use punishment-based training, it actually makes things worse because, again, you're not helping them make the right decisions. You're just putting them in positions of vulnerability and frustration, right? Stay. Do you see how she doesn't care? I'm not having any exciting here. Like, I'm just walking around. That's what I expect all dogs to be like. And this is not a service dog, by the way. This is a pet dog. I expect all dogs to be this behaved, right? Because you want a good dog. I can take her on road trips. I can take her on in the car. I can take her on leash walks, trail runs, anything I want, because I've taught her how to handle those things as a puppy, right? Not all dogs are like that. Not all dogs are able to handle these goals. So if you have a dog who's dog reactive, dog aggressive, it's unfair for them to be in these environments because they can't handle it. Right? Each dog is different. Each dog has their own needs and wants. So if it's your goal to have a patio dog and you have a dog who's super, super uncomfortable with dogs and other people, that's not fair to the dog or anyone else when you're putting them in those positions. But if you want that, train them as puppies. Get them to a point where they like it and it's white noise for them at that point. Stay. By the way, the place or the mat or whatever you want to call it, the dog bed is a focal point so I can walk around. Because that's her spot. It's very similar to stay, but she's comfortable on there, and I have no reason to add another command. We do have a distraction here, so look at this. I'm hoping she'll see them. You want to harness the attention the moment she sees the distraction. Yep, leave it, stay. So if you can interrupt it as it starts, then she won't get up. Now, if a dog were to come over here to try and say hi, I'm not going to force her to stay on there. She can get up and say hi because it's not fair for her to be put in a position of vulnerability when I have her in a vulnerable position. So if a dog comes running up to her, I actually let her say hi because it's not fair. Leave it. Yes, because she needs to also have social graces. And if a dog comes over and inhibits her space, then we really want to make sure that she can have freedom to move around as well so she's not stuck. That's how fights happen. You'll notice I'm not giving her the treat straight on. I'm giving the treat in a scatter formation. I do that on purpose because it allows her to focus on the ground, not a linear effect. So when I'm doing this, it totally dissuades her from going up to the other dogs. It distracts her. It's a sufficient raining of treats, and it totally distracts her from trying to go up to those dogs. Versus if I'm just putting it head on, she may have a little bit of a harder time. Hear the bark, right? That's a hard one for her, you guys. It's really, really hard for her. Come. Whoops. Oops. Sit. Come here. Sit. Whoops. Sit. Look. Good girl. Here. Go on your mat, please. Come on. Go on your mat. Sit. Hey. Sit. Up. She's very excited right now. Do you guys see that? But she's managing her emotion very well, despite all the excitement. Sit. Good girl. Down, please. Does this make sense? Does this have a nice movement here that makes you see how you succeed versus forcing her into a compromised state? Thank you, Jamie. So that's how I train. I do behavioral modification. I do in-home training only. I do not have a brick and mortar location. I bring in dogs from euthanasia in Merced, California. The Central Valley is euthanizing upwards of 80-90% puppies. So if you want a puppy, let me know. I've been working with an organization there since 2014. They have purebreds, doodles, Frenchies, anything you want. They're just they're literally leaving them on the side of the road. So any desirable pup you want, they're there. The Central Valley is hellacious. So, and they come here and get spayed, neutered, and vaccinated and adopted. Do you see the rain here? It's good stuff, right? I don't know. Is there anybody who has questions or wants to like interact or have their dog trained? I don't know. Yeah. No question? No worries. No pressure. Let me know. Let me know. But this is how I train. I don't use tools. I'm actually getting my master's degree in animal behavior. I'll be finishing up my thesis this December. So, and I special in canine behavior. I'm not a trainer. I do behavioral modification. I follow applied behavioral analysis, which is a parallel of helping children with autism and other disabilities, but it's specifically to dogs. I work with dogs with OCD, severe aggression, separation anxiety. I've worked with vets. I've taken a psychopharmacology class on what meds do what for what dogs, and I help you make the right decision for your dog in regards to the difficulties that can be present, because sometimes they're really hard to own. Yes. So that's a great question. No, thank you, actually. I always have a neutral experience. I don't really let dogs come into her space simply because she's too friendly. Now, if you're at a park, if you're at a place that's social, right? Simply because for her, it's really hard to turn off when she's friendly, right? So I actually have a rule. No one's really allowed to say hi to her because she's so excited, she'll jump all over you. So right now I'm trying to create a neutral experience. If you have a neutral dog, you can always build up fun. If you have an overly friendly dog or overly excitable dog, they're just as dangerous as an aggressive dog. Correct? So for me, you want to keep it nice and smooth, and especially for a puppy. But greetings are fine too. Like, play is important, but there's a time and a place for them, at least for my own. That's a great question, though. If people come up to you and say, "Can I pet your dog?" and your dog's not comfortable with people, please stand up for them and say, "No, thank you. Don't touch my dog." It's your dog, not anyone else's. Consent is a huge thing, and dogs have every right to say no thanks. She's not that. She's, again, overly friendly. It's obnoxious. But I've worked very, very hard to treat this as a normal outcome of positive yet neutral. Does that make sense? Yeah. Your dog's beautiful, though. Of course, you too. Anything else? I think we're good here, you guys. Thank you so much. Again, my name's Sally at Renomet Dog Training, and I have business cards. I have a website up and running. I specialize in off-leash training for trails. I grew up in Kings Beach, so that's my jam. So if you want an off-leash recall and a dog who listens to all things off-leash on the trails, let me know, because that's my specialty. Thank you.
We are open. Open to you, to your time with us, to your every whim. We are open for business, open for fun, open for memories, open to the future of ourselves, to creativity, individuality, open to excellence in everything we do. We are MidTown.
All right. One more big round of applause. Thank you so much, Sally Mills, a dog trainer. You're going to get lots of fun tips, lots of fun dog adventures out here today. We want to welcome you once again out to Wags and Wheels. My name is Connie Ray. I'll be your MC throughout the day. We want to give a huge thank you to some of our great sponsors. And we're going to start off with Jade Cannabis. Can we give them a big round of applause? They have just been so gracious over, gosh, I want to say, Jamie, has it been over a month or 2 months now we've been voting on the dogs? April 1st, we started, and I was just talking to my friend Vicky, who works over there, and she's like, "I'll tell you what, everyone's just coming in for those dogs." And they truly are, and we just want to say a very special thank you to them. This event would not be possible without Jade Cannabis Company. And during the event today, Jade is going to be offering all attendees a penny vape cartridge or infused pre-roll with their cannabis purchase. Just get in there and mention Wags and Wheels to your bud tender, and you will get your deal. So definitely stop by there and say hello to them. We have got a lot of great other sponsors. I want to take a time to the top tier Turf Company. They're so nice and generous. We want to make sure it's getting a little hot out here. First warm, wonderful weekend of spring, and we didn't want to have any of our pups have burnt paws, so we're so grateful to them. And you're probably going to see this up here. You see these cameras, you're like, what's going on? We're being live streamed, and it's all courtesy of Dream Pilot Film. Brandon, who always supports the Midtown District, he's going to be live streaming us. We got a lot of people watching on the Midtown Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube. We should also give a big shout out to the executive director for Midtown. She's right over here, my good friend Jamie. Jamie Chapman is just killing it as a new ED for Midtown. I'm just curious, by a show of hands, how many of you is this like the first time you've been to Midtown? Is this you're like, no, Connie, we love Midtown. We're all about the love down here. Awesome. My advice to you would be this. Tell someone or bring someone that has never experienced Midtown down here. We have so much going on in Midtown, whether it's the great restaurants, the shops, Jade Cannabis. We have a lot happening in Midtown, and this is just the beginning. It's May. Loads of events headed your way. Coming up in July, we're so excited for Dancing in the Streets. It's one of my favorite events. So I just encourage you, if you have a great time out here today, please grab a friend and bring them down to Midtown. It's a great opportunity for you to really learn more about them. And you can also go to their website, follow them on social media. They've always got all kinds of great events and things that are happening. So we just encourage you to support Midtown. This is a really special place because I like to say that it was community built. So thank you so much for that. We're going to take a few minute break here, and then we're going to be back, and we're going to be talking with Donna Victor. She's a photographer who took the amazing photos of the dogs. And if you hadn't had a chance to check them out, you can stop over here. Of course, Scoot to the Stars. This is what this whole today is about. We are supporting Scoot to the Stars. And if you want to learn more about them, you want to drop a 10, a 20, $100 bill in there for one of your favorite pups that are going to be racing out here, I encourage you to do so. And then just a reminder, if you have yet to check in today, you can do so right under the Alice 96.5 tent. I encourage you to do that, especially if you want to get an alcoholic beverage. You're going to need to have a green wristband. And if you're hungry, Pete Saba is here today. Pete Saba, can you give us a little wave back here? Woo, woo! Probably the best pizza in town. And they're going to be so gracious. They're going to take your order. They'll run across the street and they will bring you pizza here so you don't even have to move. How amazing is that? So again, thank you again to our fabulous sponsors. Walk around, get to know them. And if your dogs are hot, make sure that you picked up that bag, that gift bag that we have for the first 100 folks that come in and check in, because inside that we have a little water bottle, or I should say water bowl for your dogs. So stop by and get that. And then of course you can stop right over here. Our pure water system is right over here in the corner, and you can stop by, fill up that bowl to make sure that our dogs are plenty hydrated out here at Wags and Wheels.
I get that much my sleep. I don't go strong all that day. I shot a track, she wasn't born new. It's not right. But she's got it's better than I the temper is down. So the world is for singles on front. Got empty boxes. I'm a poet. Can't you wanna think that gonna be right? But I'll never make my baby cry. It's on my heart, but I can't fix. Because my heart is true. I am So turn I can move on. Oh, baby, tell me how. Oh, I have to wait for your honey. For I can say that you're gone. Every hour seems like a day. And every day is like a year. Sweet is an eternity. Oh, I get lonely, baby, when you're not here. So I have to wait for your honey. For I can't move on. And who's taking me down the house? Oh, do I have to wait for your honey before I can say that you're gone? Why would you let me go? Hey, you stay, baby. You got a love so far, but I just don't know how long I can wait. I will have to wait for your honey before I can say that you're gone. So Papa, your friend on reach out and your balls. No one knows where you're going to. They're coming back to me. All we're together. Oh, we'll have to wait for another. My feet can move on. Oh, down, oh, do I have to wait for your project before can say that you are? Let me know, yeah. I'm gonna stay, baby. You got to love so, but I just don't know how long I can wait. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, check. 1, 2. Have to wait for you for a day before we can move on. Do I have to wait for a day before I can say that you're gone?
All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Jamie Chapman. Like Connie said, I'm the executive director for here at MidTown Reno. I am also the founder of this event. So thank you for coming, and I hope you're having a good time. Woo, yes, you can cheer right now. You're having a good time. Thank you. I have up here with me Peggy and Bill. These are my daughters. Happy Dog Mom Day to everybody out there. Exactly. Peggy is up for some of the photo contest, so you're going to see if she was a winner right after we're done talking. I want to introduce everybody to the photographer. So if you voted, you saw some beautiful photos of these racers or soon-to-be racers. And Donna from Black Poodle Studio is the one that took those photos. Here for Donna. Those photos are amazing if you guys haven't seen them. And I met Donna because she takes the only professional photos of my girls. And now we've done, what, like 3 photo shoots, I think?
At least, yes.
And
we met through a photo shoot that I did of you.
yeah, through
Originally.
Edible. Yeah.
Through Edible Reno.
All right. So
I think it's fun to ask how is it to take photos of dogs in general?
Well,
What got you into it?
you have to have a tremendous amount of patience, and you have to love to get covered in dog fur and slobber, and just it's I love it. I love photographing dogs more than love photographing people.
Well, you don't photograph people anymore, right?
Well, I
Now,
do.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do.
yeah, I do.
I thought you were going exclusively dogs.
Yeah.
All right. Is it different taking photos of dogs in wheelchairs for Scoot to the Stars?
Actually, they were wonderful to photograph. They just really took direction well. They didn't move around a lot, which is good. And no, I mean every dog is different. There are some dogs that are that I think are going to be impossible to photograph, and they're a breeze. And then there are dogs that I think are calm, and they're just impossible to photograph. So it just really depends on the personality of the dog.
Okay, well, you had a intimate time with the racers.
Yes.
Who do you think is going to win?
I'm actually going for rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah.
If you guys have been watching the tallies online from last week to this week, just in like all week, rugby got a lot of support behind him. Rugby will be the largest racer today.
Yeah, I'm a doodle person, so
He's a giant doodle.
he's a giant doodle. But I think, I think all of them are going to do great. I think you're a Dottie person, aren't you?
I'm a Dottie. I'm going for Dottie. I like small and chunky,
All right.
you know.
Small and chunky.
All right, Donna, if any of these people that have these dogs and they want amazing photos taken of them, where do they find you?
At blackpoodlestudio.com, and come to my booth,
Or they can visit
and
your-
come take a look. I've got cards, vouchers.
Thanks, guys. Good job. Peggy's blind. This is why I have to hold.
This is Reno is your source for daily award-winning news and events for Reno, Sparks, the Truckee Meadows, and beyond. We've been reporting on the Reno area since 2009. This is Reno is one of the only locally owned and operated online news media sources in the greater Reno market. We offer a truly local voice to Reno news and events. Our focus is on our community. Help us continue this important work by becoming a paying subscriber. Subscribers get access to all articles on our website and other fresh perks. Subscribe today at thisisreno.com/subscribe.
Won't you take me to Pocket Town? Won't you take me to Pocket Town? Won't you take me to Pocket Town?
All right. Just want to make a quick announcement. We do have a lost phone. If anyone has found a lost phone, you can bring it on over here to the Sunny 106.9 tent. We will get it to the owner. Bob Conrad. I know, aka Trouble. Bob, this is Reno. You guys have been really spearheading the voting for these awesome dogs. What has this been like for you?
It's a brand new process for us, and
You never really thought you'd be like putting in photos of dogs, asking how cute they were.
This is our first ever photo contest, and there were quite a few hiccups in the process. So we learned a lot, and we disappointed a few people, and I do apologize. But we have some great dogs that were entered, and we'd like to talk about them.
Why don't you off with, you said there were some hiccups along the way. I mean, first of all, was it a challenge for you because personally, where you're like, I didn't know which one is the cutest?
No, it was technical challenges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
We don't like those hiccups.
Yes.
Bob and I have worked together many times and we know what technical hiccups are like.
Yes, we do.
But we always learn from those hiccups, I would say.
We do.
So start off with the process. Explain to everyone how this was all done.
Yeah, so we decided to do a dog photo contest, the best dogs of Reno. And we were so incredibly fortunate and pleased that we had, I believe, over 200 entries for this contest. And we could only pick a few winners. So thank you to everybody who submitted. We can't give awards to everyone, but we do have, I think, about 13 awards today
13
to announce. And we will give out prizes later. We're going to mail some prints to some folks.
I do want to say this, you got to give it up for This Is Reno and Bob for doing this because I know, please give them a big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't get me wrong. I have children, but I feel like dog owners are like, oh, you think someone else's dog is cuter than my dog? Like, that is like viciousness all in and of itself.
We're very competitive about our animals.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We care deeply for them. And then we turn around and we really are like, my dog is better looking than your dog. I've actually seen this on a license plate before, Bob. So,
yes.
All right. So you narrowed it down to 13.
Maybe 14. We had some tiebreakers.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yes.
I'm going to let you do this because I don't want to be hated.
I think we have pictures up here. Do we have pictures?
Do we have that? Brandon, we got our pictures. Hold on. He's coming.
Can we start with
got them.
Can we start with the action photos? Action.
All right.
Third place action photo.
Oh, okay. They need to do as a dog.
I think that's first place.
Okay.
Let's go with let's stick with Nick. This is first place for action photo.
Oh my gosh.
Nick, when peanut butter makes workouts easier. Nick. Thank you, Nick and Nick's humans. That is first place for action.
All right, first place for action. Oh my God. Look at this.
2. I think this is Mimi. Mimi, is this Mimi? This is the fries.
Mimi's here, right?
Mimi
Mimi's
Fry.
in the back.
Thank you, Mimi. You're very. Thank
Mimi's
you,
like,
Mimi.
I'm hot. I'm not getting in action today. I'm sorry.
Mimi Fry.
Can Mimi just come? Can we just show her off? Look at Mimi.
Mimi Fry doesn't understand how the agility course works. Or maybe she saw a squirrel. Hi, Mimi. You're second place in beautiful and action.
All right, Mimi. Big round of applause for me. And your beautiful eyes, too. Hi, sweetie.
All right. Thank you, Mimi. You're pretty rad.
Yeah, we love you, Mimi.
All right. I think this is...
Why can't I get my child to eat broccoli like this?
I think this is Argy. Argy. And I don't have any information on Argy.
Oh, Argy.
But that is Argy in action. So that is third place. And also third place, I think this is Matilda.
Matilda.
Thank you. Yes.
Matilda.
Yes. Thank you, Matilda.
Smile. I love the smile.
Yay.
So cute.
I've got a little tiny story about Matilda.
Oh, yeah.
Matilda can barely contain her excitement since finding her forever home with this family over here a year ago. So they're celebrating in style. She came as a foster from Scoot to the Stars.
Cute.
Did you guys hear that? Scoot to the Stars?
Scoot to the stars.
One of your pups is here.
Love it. And I love her little fancy bandana today. It's all spring and summer ready. I love it. She's got it going on. I love it.
Okay. Is best dressed. First place in best dressed is Cal.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this
Cal.
beautiful
Look at that
dog.
tuxedo.
Yes.
I mean, my husband looks good in a tux, but nothing like this. I'm
Yes.
sorry. This is just adorable right here.
Cal has a great story too. This photo was taken during his recovery after being hit by a car.
Oh.
2 hip surgeries, 30 weeks of rehab, and finding his forever home and foster mom.
Oh, I love that.
Cal, first place in best dress.
Look at that.
All right. And second place is Levi.
Levi.
Looking cool with his shades, but for good reason. He has cataracts and can't hear well either. It sounds like my dog. That's Levi. And third place is Matilda. Sammy. Sorry.
Sammy's here.
Sammy is here. Sammy is a rescue dog abandoned as a puppy. Who would abandon Sammy? Shame on you. And was brought back to life by the Churchill Animal Protection Society in Fallon.
Look at this.
Yay, Sammy. Superstar Sammy. Yay, look at this.
Oh, adorable. Sammy.
He has some special abilities, and he is the cutest Ken. Thank you so much for bringing Sammy.
We love you, Sammy.
Also, is Matilda.
Matilda.
And if you have not gotten enough of Matilda today, you can catch Matilda at the Eddy. Is that right? At the Eddy? All right. Matilda will be checking IDs all summer long at the Eddy. Thank you so much, Matilda.
I just got so Matilda is yours? Does she keep that hat on all the time? Are you kidding me? That is a skill in and of itself right there. We need to add another category, like hat-wearing dog or something. I love it. I know. The glasses and hat, it's just like, it's perfect. I love that. Adorable.
I think our next category is best human. No, that's cutest.
Cutest. Look at
this. This is Yoshi. I believe Yoshi. Is Yoshi here?
Yoshi is adorable. Look at that face.
Yoshi is the most sweet Yorkie. He loves pictures and long walks.
Oh.
So that's first. And second place for cutest is that Mimi again?
Mimi! Yay, Mimi!
And Mimi is just sitting on the couch.
Well, you got to give it up for Mimi. Those eyes are just electric. I love those.
Third place is Nick, having a wonderful snow day. Congratulations to Nick.
Way to go, Nick.
Okay, what category is next? I want to say it's best human. Is that Sammy again?
Sammy.
What category is this?
Oh,
yes,
town.
That was Sammy is an emotional support dog.
Wow,
and they are the cutest Kens in all the world. Next, third is Argy, little Ziggy Stardust.
Oh,
and is that Sammy?
Oh wait, can we go back a little bit, Brandon?
Yeah, go back.
Two more, one more to our Ziggy.
One more.
Look at that.
Back one more. I think we missed one.
It's unreal. That is absolutely unbelievable.
Now we got Sammy.
Nice.
I think we're missing one. We're missing Peggy for second place. Peggy is here live.
Oh, look at that face.
Yes. I know Peggy well. We're neighbors. Okay, what category is next? I think it was Best Sleepy Face.
Best Sleepy Face. Look at that.
Maybe.
That is unreal. Keep going.
Sleepy Face.
Ziggy. Oh my
Mimi.
gosh, baby.
Mimi is a 3-time champion at Wagon Wheels.
Look
you guys.
at that.
So tired of being cute, and
Exactly.
Mimi is here.
So hard to bat my
Come on up,
blue
Mimi.
eyes all the time. Oh, look
Come on
at
up,
that.
you little sweet.
One more time,
Here we
Mimi.
go.
Oh, Mimi.
The walk of the champion.
You know, it takes a lot to be gorgeous. You need some rest. Beauty sleep is what she needs. Congratulations, sweetie. Very, very cute.
LSPCA.
Cute. We love our rescues.
Congratulations. How about the boot? Boop, boop.
Love it. Love it. Congratulations, Mimi. 3-time champ.
I am lost on the sequence here. I think we're sleepy.
Oh my
This
gosh,
is
look at this.
Best sleepy face.
I love that.
believe.
It's like,
Let's
I'm just
see.
going to put my head right here, Dad. This is where I like to be. Yum, 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 yum.
I want to say this is Baxter.
Oh
At
my
the
gosh.
time with Baxter.
That is adorable.
And I've
Little
got
drool
Baxter.
in the glasses.
Baxter in
Wakes up in the morning, he's all,
second place.
love that.
Let's see who's next here. Peggy. Peggy is in third place. So also a dual champion here today. And for first place for best sleepy face, nope, that's cutest underbite. I will tell you, for first place for best sleepy face, we have Mimi Fry again. Mimi, I think you've won like 4. Mimi won 4 times today. Yeah.
Way to go, Mimi.
Okay, I think we go into the next category of best underbite.
Best underbite. Can we go back, Brandon? Keep going.
Yeah, we start. Keep going. No,
keep
other
going, keep
direction.
going.
Other direction. Other direction. Let's see.
Let's go to the underbite. Almost cute. Mimi.
Sammy,
That is
Iggy,
real.
Mimi, Baxter,
Truly.
Peggy. Best underbite
my
first place.
Gosh, look
Here
at
we
that.
go. Best underbite is queso fresco,
Look
the
at
freshest
that.
cheese in the biggest little city. I love you.
Those are definitely some cheese loving
And then
teas
one
right
more
there.
for best underbite. We should have another one.
Oh,
Baby.
look at that.
I have second place being Ruben. Is Ruben here?
Is Ruben here?
Ruben
Where's
Michael
Ruben?
Tuesday.
Is Ruben here?
Second place for best underbite. Okay, I think that is it. I think that is it. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Way to go.
Thank you. Thank you,
so
Mimi,
much to
Peggy,
Distance Reno.
Matilda, all of you beautiful animals for supporting local news. We are independent, we are locally owned, and we appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
The time I'm not allowed was to forget. Stop. If they similar, more thing lost to do.
We've worked on both sides of the camera, producing commercials, events, documentaries, social media content, weddings, music videos, YouTube series, reality, short films, as well as many other types of projects. But we're more than just a video production company. We also have a print marketing division, graphic and web design, as well as a social media management department. Our goal is to help you market your brand through any of our departments in a way that helps you stand out above the rest and impress your clients and audience. The digital age is here, and we can boost your visibility to where it needs to be to compete with the leaders in your industry. We look forward to putting our talents to use and push your message forward.
All the different categories. And thank you again. We'll be back with more sponsors. And if you're just getting here, if you have yet to check in, please do so over at that Alice 96.5 tent. If you have your pooches with you, you've got goodie bags, and their pooches are going to love everything that's inside of there. Also, if you're looking to get yourself an alcoholic beverage, you will need to have that green wristband. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you again for attending Wags and Wheels and for supporting Scoot to the Stars.
I need my mind. I need to find someone call me. Can't you? She said, "It's fucking lucky that they can't believe what just do. You gotta trust every time, no matter how long it's been. You're on it.
So, Reno Improv, nothing like a drop day in the sun and some improv. That's what I like to say. Again, if you're just sitting here, we want to say welcome. Welcome out here to Rags and Wheels. This is a fundraiser for Scoop to the Stars. And if you just got here, we want to make sure that you go check out the little website, especially if you brought your little babies with you, if your pooches, your four-legged friends are here with you. We've got goodie bags for them. I mean, you, but really, they're for them. So make sure you pick that up. And if you are looking to get a alcoholic beverage, we're just requiring that you do have a green wristband. We've got lots of different entertainment for you to enjoy out here today. So I'm going to hand it off. Please welcome Reno Improv.
Hello, hello. My name is Luke, and we are Significant Other Rescue from Reno Improv. How you cool cats and puppies doing tonight? Or today, I usually do shows at night, so that's... more specifically, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
She's good, so we're going to have an awesome show. Do you have any kids? Are these your kids?
Kiddos.
Okay, are they spayed or neutered?
I wish.
You wish. Jeez, that's... Okay. And who's this lovely...
Dodger.
Dodger. Oh, who's your good boy? Who's your good? Oh my gosh, cutest thing ever. Oh yeah. Yeah, my name is Luke, as I've said, and what have I been up to lately? Thanks so much for asking. Earlier this year, I adopted a shelter pet, a rescue. Thanks for applauding. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I adopted my very own pet mustache from the mustache shelter. Can you believe that they were going to euthanize this sweet boy? I said, no, sir, you neuter him and you slap that stash on my face. He's going to be my emotional support mustache. And I'm going to call him Pistachio. And then I just took him home and I loved on him. I was like, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are, Pistachio. Fetch. Okay, he doesn't know how to fetch yet, but he loves chasing mailmen. Okay, yeah, let's get going. So who here has never seen improv before? Never seen improv comedy? Okay, everyone. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I expected some hand raises, but yeah, we don't have to participate. It's cool. Yeah. So what we're doing first is actually sketch comedy, and then the rest of it is going to be improv. So we're gonna try to shout really loud so you can hear us. All right. Yeah. Significant other rescue. Take it away, Wendy.
Oh, welcome to Not Okay Cupid Rescue Shelter, a safe haven for misguided and rejected significant other. When someone's ex-lover become your forever love. Of course, Bridget, ready for love after an emotional breakup, looking to start with a foster, but hoping for your forever person.
Sweet. My ex, Simon, Canada. Great training, impeccable food. Oh, just perfect pedigree. Retired, just became a room. That's but it just been spiraling and smoking.
Oh, well, I'm happy you're here.
So you make me like the real Billy tomorrow.
Well, you seem like a really nice person. Oh, well, we have some very lovable companions for you to meet.
Oh, someone's here. Someone's here. Do you want to go hiking? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go on a road trip? Do you want to go for a walk?
Lucy is young, fun, and energetic. She tends to talk to herself out loud and demands attention, but she's always up for a good time. So, the cute ones are the past, they're the girls, for here and This is Oscar. We found him wandering the streets after finding his fiancée in bed with another woman. He's shy and slow to trust, but he's very sweet in the place once you get to know him. How can anyone not like you? Oscar, tell Bridget about you.
Well, I like to curl up on the couch sometimes and share my treats.
This is for you.
I'm Kermit.
No, that's a butt I'd like to sniff.
Meet Spike. He's been picked up and surrendered quite a few times. He has some issues tailgazing. We don't find his forever. Sadly, there are a lot of such day ex-partners and speaking statements, sending unsolicited texts. Joe Rogan. I can't get this. But we did have to be in last year's Splendor. I do recommend a training.
Wait! Don't do this! Do it! I want you back!
Break off, you purebred bitch! I'm scared of flowing without you. I've been letting fear hold me back. Lucy, you want to go on a walk sometime?
Oh my god, what?
Hey, man! When we fought earlier, did you feel it too? Felt it. And I like it rough. That spins. The ankle Instagram. You just made it on Instagram. Okay, cool. It's really well. But Dr. Chamber, similar to her, and similar to this movie. It's what's driven and by Ryan on the very last word. You guys will get down to this in the comments. So what we need is a one syllable word. Ciao. Ciao. Okay, great. Now, something that's it's easy for Bernard say something like sit. So if somebody says something already been said, feel free to shout at the top of your lungs, sit. Let's try it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That was okay. One more time. 1, 2, 3. That was about to skip. I'll take it for you. Oh, thank you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start it, and we're gonna find the shower. Okay. Well, pose. Pose. Chicken take a barrel. All right, now we have another one. I yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh. Gross.
Not the front, it is the back.
I stepped on the crack. I need a lot of questions. Tell me some slack. Boom. I'm pretty hungry. I better eat her. On my gate, I have a lot of. I'm a Frenchie.
Come on, right? I can't believe you're here. Who's here? It's no supervision. Definitely. You're gonna get in so much good trouble. Sure. Eating so much ice cream? Golly, I can't wait to see eat ice cream on a roller. Bully, is that a princess?
Ice princess? I think so. Jehoshaphat! I can't believe what I'm seeing. There's so many princesses here. Knock, knock. Who's there? More princesses. Oh, look, it's Goofy. I love dogs.
My favorite's Donald Duck.
No.
Is that Disney? Yep.
Yes.
That's why I said it, because we're at Disneyland and I love Donald Duck.
Now, how long have you loved Donald Duck?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I'm 39 now. Can't believe our parents let us come here. About 39 years, yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. You got the right answer.
Question. What's the next thing we should do over here?
Right.
So hold on. You're saying we should ride stuff and not just hit up all the cool snack places? Because really, that's the best thing about Disneyland.
Truly, but if we don't live up this one experience, we'll regret it for the rest of our lives.
Understood.
Very understood.
What do you think our parents are doing right now?
X-rated stuff, probably.
You know how they are always doing the bow chicka bow.
Ew.
And that's the ABC game.
You're trying.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What is this? Next. Show me. And so, how does it explain it? So, do you want to explain
Because you know how to.
Okay, we're going to play another game called New Choice, and Luke and I are going to do a scene. If Wendy despises what we just did, she's going to ring a bell like this. Very nice. Could I get a suggestion of a location that you do not want to take your mom for Mother's Day? Did you say Pennsylvania? Lithuania. That's too difficult. What was the other thing? Huh? DMV's fine.
Hey, I need a license plate for my bike.
Did you pick a number?
Yeah, sure. 69. Nice. Okay. She's having trouble.
We're switching from bell to whistle.
Oh my God.
I put my desk down here. So did you pick a number?
Yes. Number 84. It's a good number.
Yeah, well,
There we
it's
go.
not 84 yet. We are at negative. It is 84.
It is 84. Perfect.
It is your
What do
lucky
you-
day. The other 83 people all had food poisoning from the cafeteria, and they left.
I gave it to him. So
Oh, I recognize you,
yeah,
Steve.
spaghetti and meatballs,
Yeah,
Steve.
Spaghetti meatball.
Yes, Stevie Slinky time.
That's what I didn't know
good
you knew
old
that
Stevie
nickname.
Slinky. Yeah.
Because you used to work in films.
Yes,
Because you used to be in the circus.
yeah,
Because you used to date my mom and she gave you that nickname.
yeah.
Because we know why you have that nickname, Steve. You never wear pants.
Nope, not wearing pants now. So I wasn't wearing pants when I was born. So why should I ever wear
Why
pants?
change a good thing?
Exactly.
Well,
who changes it? What did I say?
exactly.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need a new license plate.
Yes, I do.
So we're running a show right now. This is not really the DMV. This is.
Am I on Punked?
You are.
Am I on the show Fake DMV? Am I on the show Prank You at the D?
Well, frankly, this is an intervention, and we've brought in all of your family.
Oh, hey, gang.
And we've brought in strangers that weren't doing anything. We just put a posting on Craigslist.
I don't know you people.
And we said,
hey, other Steve. Steve number 2. Oh, yeah, turkey time.
so we understand that you have a problem, and that problem is sniffing glue. And that problem is being around children. And that problem is you keep going to the public pool and you can't swim.
No, like I keep drowning. My legs are slinky, so yeah. My arms are slinkies too. My whole body is one gigantic slinky.
That's how you got your nickname.
Slinkies too.
Oh, next I think is. Oh, entrances.
Okay, next up we have a game called Entrances and Exits. I can't speak. But yeah, Matt will be hosting a party, and each of us will have a keyword, and when that keyword is said, we will come into the party or we will leave the party. So we need 4 words for proper noun. So what word are we going to have for Wendy? Just any word, like a noun. Coffee? Taffy? Happy. Okay, happy.
I'm happy.
All right, for Aaron, another word.
Skank.
And what?
Skank.
Alabama?
Alabama.
Okay, happy Alabama. And for Matt? Not another state, maybe. What?
Crawfish.
Crawfish. Okay. Happy Alabama, crawfish, and then one more for me. Sad. Okay, sure. Happy. Okay, sad, Alabama, crawfish, sad.
Crawfish.
Okay. And who's in first?
Or yeah.
Sad. Okay.
Here. All right. Crawfish.
My favorite part of having a Louisiana style party is all the crawfish I'm going to be cooking tonight. That's my word. From Alabama. Imported fish from Alabama.
Howdy! That's what people from Alabama sound like.
Oh, hey, Jackson.
What are you cooking up for this big old block party?
Right now, I'm cooking up some happy little soup.
Oh.
Ah.
It's great.
Yeah, Bethany. This is my happy soup.
You know,
Where did she go?
I'm allergic to soup.
Well, Jackson.
How could you do that?
Jackson, you know I don't pay attention to my friends.
This makes me really sad.
What?
Are we sad in here? Or...
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to make my happy soup. Apparently, people are sad.
Well, I'm too sad. I gotta go.
Do you smell it?
Looks really good.
Taste some of it. It tastes real good too.
It tastes like it's from Alabama.
So sad I'm bleeding.
This is the weirdest party I've been to.
What did you put in this crawfish soup?
Oh, I left the recipe in the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm so sad.
You don't have to be. I'm here with you.
Thank you.
Here's a big spoonful. Fresh imported shrimp gumbo from Alabama.
From one of those southern, say here, taste it.
More happy.
Well, I'm sad.
I'm glad you guys are leaving. Oh, I'm sad too. Well, there's nobody here with me. Guess there's only one place left to go. Ohio.
Time. We'll just go to Yes and Express.
Okay.
All right. So we're all going to be up here for the next game, and this one is called Yes and Experts. It's a classic improv game. So we are a panel of experts on the obscure topic of your choice. So shout out some weird topics for us to be experts on. What kind of bananas? Flying bananas. Okay. All right. And what? Chopsticks? All right. Okay, chopsticks. All right. So we will tell you all about the world of chopsticks, starting with the lovely Dr. Erin.
Ah, yes, chopsticks. Chopsticks were first invented in 1256 by a couple of people who just picked up some sticks off the ground and were like, what'll we do with these?
Yes, at first they used them as weapons.
Yes, and then they turned them into a very quaint song with their chopsticks on the piano.
It went something like this. The original version, chopsticks, chopsticks, yum, yum, yum. I'm going to eat some General Tso's.
Yes. And many people don't know that chopsticks were what spurred the invention of rice, initially as a brain teaser.
Yes, and no one really knew what to do at first with chopsticks without the invention of rice. and people were just trying to eat noodles with them, and it was very unsuccessful.
Yes. And one day, a very vengeful man gave his friend, who he had caught sleeping with his wife, the first guy's wife, he gave him one of these rudimentary chopsticks that was very primitive and rough. And then
And that man's name was Alan.
And then Alan discovered that you didn't need sticks for chopsticks. You could use plastic.
Or bamboo, or really anything. And then he discovered he could have wheat chopsticks, so you could like eat your soup, and then you could eat the chopsticks when you were done.
Which became problematic for everybody diagnosed with celiacs.
Yes. And then they discovered the chopsticks had always been in their hearts all along.
Okay, we have one more game for y'all, but before we go, I want everyone up here to get a chance to introduce themselves real quick. We're all from Reno Improv, but we do have representatives from Reno Little Theater and Rat Theater. I'm going to start down here.
I am Aaron, number 2.
My name's Kevin McCrae. We have a weekly show at Reno Little Theater called MidTown Improv Jam. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm directing a show at a Restless Artist Theater. We call it RAT, and it opens next Friday. So get on the internet, that newfangled invention, and look up rattheater.com.
Hey, I'm Luke from Dead Panda Comedy. We have a comedy show tonight at 8 p.m. at Blind Onion and Sparks. So if you want to get some pizza and watch some stand-up comedy, $15 to get in. We got some great headliners.
I'm Matt. Come out every Friday and Saturday and check out Reno Improv. We do shows every weekend.
I'm Aaron, and yes, Reno Improv rules.
Okay, so our final game is called Freeze. It's going to happen where we'll have 2 people that will start a scene. Let's have Matt and Luke.
Maybe like some people like...
Or maybe
No. So when someone on the sidelines wants to yell freeze, they're going to jump in and start a brand new scene.
Come here, boy. Come here. Sit. Good boy. Good boy.
I don't like you, Dave.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Oh, hurt me.
Dad.
No.
I'm the worst.
You can't hurt me. I am...
I'm going to hurt you. Here it comes.
Don't do it.
Demons be gone! Demons be gone! All right, be gone. Are you okay? Is Satan out of you? He's saved.
Oh, God, I lost it. Oh.
Where's the contact lens?
Oh,
here it is. I'll put it. Oh.
Jumanji, a game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind. You roll the dice and move the token. Doubles gets another turn, and the first person to land on the end wins.
Oh, God.
So draw a card.
I don't think I'm ready for this, but okay.
Hey, fellow fish, do you want to go?
These are great. So much better than swimming in that stupid ocean.
I can do jumping jacks.
I can do this.
I really have to pee.
Well, there's a pool.
Beautiful.
I've also heard that it was the soup from earlier.
Yes, it went right through me.
And that is our game. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and hanging out with us and getting through it. It was lovely to see all of your doggies.
Music sounds better with you. And love might bring us back together. So good. I feel like music sounds better with you. And love might bring us back together. I feel so good. I feel so good. Ooh, baby. I feel like music sounds better with you. And love might bring us back together. Inside. We don't get too stressed. Here's what we call on the golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel.
Hello. Thank you all so very much for joining us on this fabulous Saturday evening here in Midtown for Wags and Wheels. I am Connie Ray. I'm your MC. Are you all having a great time out here? Oh, come on. You could do better than that. How many of you love dogs? There we go. Thank you all for being out here. It's a beautiful day. I encourage you. We just saw a Dancing in the Streets commercial for Midtown, and I'm just encouraging you all to keep up with the Midtown District calendar. This is just the beginning of the many events that are going to be happening throughout the summer, and we have a lot of great things for you happening. We want you to learn more about businesses, learn more about things that are happening out here. We are all about creating a very fun environment in Midtown. This is just one of the great events that showcases that. So thank you again for being here today. I'm going to run through a couple of quick things for you. If you have yet to get yourself an alcoholic beverage, hopefully you have your little green wristband, head on over to Parlay 6. They're right over here, right behind Pizzava. I say this because 40% of the proceeds that are collected here today, going right back to help out Scoot to the Stars. That's exactly why we're here. So please, please do that. Grab an alcoholic beverage, kick back. It is a beautiful day. How many dog moms are out there? All right. Dog moms are the best. I'm bringing this up because we have a lot of great raffle prizes, and we're going to be giving some of those away later on, including a print of your dog. First prize, each contestant. That's one of our big raffle prizes with our dogs. We've got all kinds of great stuff. Chewy dog treats. These are bed gift certificates. We got a $50 gift card from Pete Saba. We've got a gift basket from Salty Paws. We've got a lot of great prizes for you to win. So get your raffle prizes. You can buy them right over there. The raffle tickets, I should say, at the Alice 96.5 tent. One of our fabulous sponsors is going to sit down with me right now. Dun, dun, dun. You have is this on? Okay, hold on here. So we're so excited that Truckee Meadows Vet Hospital is one of our sponsors, and Dr. Rachel is from Truckee Meadows Vet Hospital. Thank you so much for being a sponsor.
Thanks for having us. This is a really great event.
It really is a great event. I'm so thrilled to see everyone out here enjoying themselves. This is like an amazing weekend. The weather is fantastic.
Can't beat it.
So I thought I would ask you a couple of quick questions about urgent care, starting with this right now, because you are starting an urgent care
Yes.
and you've got offering a raffle for this event. What can folks do to prepare their dogs? Well, first, talk about your urgent care.
So urgent care, we rolled out April 1st. It's still limited hours, but our hope is to fill the niche for people who are having trouble getting in with their regular veterinarian. It's, they're booked out many weeks. There's not that many veterinarians in Reno. And it takes the load off of the ERs, so they don't have to see these things that maybe aren't emergent and aren't, are more urgent. So your ear infections, your itchy dogs, your eye issues, your limping dogs, lacerations. Foxtail season is coming, so foxtails.
Ooh, yeah, that's no bueno. No one likes one of those.
So we're hoping to get people in faster, within 24, 48 hours, quicker turnaround, and address those types of things.
Well, I love this so much. Let's talk briefly about vaccinations. It's been a big conversation with a lot of folks. I've been hearing that there's Is it like a kennel cough that's been going around? What is going around right now?
A respiratory infection that was going around.
Okay.
We do think it's just an outbreak of normal kennel cough, normal flu.
Okay.
We were just seeing a higher incidence of it for a little while there. Things seem to be cooling down, tapering off. We're not seeing quite as much of it, but really important to keep your dog up to date on Bordetella, flu vaccines, things like that to help prevent those things.
In regards to the vaccination, some tips for making sure your puppies, can we talk about puppies really quick?
Yeah.
I know that a lot of folks here, I've seen a couple of adorable pups, like babies out here today.
Yeah.
Give us some advice on the right path to health. Like if you get a puppy, what are some things that you can do immediately to make sure that your puppy's on the right path to health?
Well, I would say first thing, you should get in with your veterinarian and have an exam immediately after you adopt your pet so we can do a health check, make sure we're not finding any health issues. And we want to keep our puppies isolated, quarantine, confined from other animals until they're finished their vaccine series, usually about 10 to 14 days after they've finished their vaccines. Because
good to know. I did not know this.
Even if they're in their vaccine series, they're still at risk for picking up disease. So it's really important to keep them away from dogs that they don't know, dogs that aren't vaccinated, social areas, dog parks, grooming, pet stores, things like that.
Now, obviously, we want everyone to head on over to go and see everyone over at Truckee Meadows Vet Hospital. But what are some of the tips if you just are new to getting a pet and you're looking to choose a veterinary, go to a veterinarian? What are some of the tips that you should be looking for?
Well, I think it's important that you trust your veterinarian and that you feel comfortable with them. So I think scheduling a consult, feeling like you can have a give and take with that veterinarian, you can be open, that they understand your lifestyle, your needs, the things that you want to achieve with your pet, and are happy to work with you in that way.
You said something right there that I think is really interesting, in lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of deciding upon the dog that you choose for your lifestyle, right? So if you're someone that loves to run and jog and you want to go out in the mountains,
don't get a Frenchie.
Yeah, a Frenchie is probably not the one for you. But how do you determine that? What are some of the factors in determining that? Do you really just look on, if you're a couch potato, maybe a Frenchie is for you, right?
Exactly. And I think you have to research the breed that you're interested in, and you have to find out, what are some of the health problems that I'm going to encounter? Does it have a high energy level? If I live in a tiny apartment and I work all the time, maybe a husky isn't the best breed for me.
Right.
So I think, doing the research is important. Maybe talking to a veterinarian before you even get a pet is a good idea, to see if that breed might be a good idea for your house.
Our neighbor has a husky who I love, but he's always like, come back over here. Why are you in their yard? And I know it's because we're just like, we love him when he comes over and want to play with him. So with that being said, what do you need to be careful for? So if you have, your neighbor's dog does take off and you find him in your yard, what's the best thing to do to handle something like that?
I mean, I would first try to reach out to my neighbor and see if they're home, see if they can get their pet back, make sure their pet's safe. If it's a dog that that you like, that you're comfortable with, if you can house it for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we've done a couple times. I'm like, Sam, we got him over here. He's in the backyard.
He had some water.
It's nice.
Be a nice neighbor. dogs escape sometimes. They wander sometimes. And I think we have to accept that and try to be good citizens and neighbors to each other. And if you don't know the dog, or you feel like the dog is injured or its health is in question, then try to reach out to animal control or something along those lines. But
I've heard a lot of people that have talked here today about getting their dogs. Their dogs are rescues.
Yeah.
I actually saw this on Facebook the other day, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. This lady was like, "Oh, we found a box of puppies. If anybody wants to take this puppy." And I just thought, ooh, I feel like maybe that box of puppies should have gone to an SPCA or a Humane Society. What are your thoughts on that when you see that on Facebook, when someone says, I have these, they're up for grabs, come and get them?
I feel the same way. I always feel a little bit nervous. You don't know the history of those puppies. You don't know what they've been exposed to. If you have another pet at home, you don't know what that puppy can bring to your dog, your pet at home. So I think it's better to have them vetted, keep them isolated, separated from your established pets that you may have until they've been checked out by a veterinarian, made sure that they're healthy. But yeah, I agree. I feel like if you find a box of puppies, I don't know what magical people.
I know. I was like, where are you living? What unicorn world are you in?
I never
that
find
you found a box of puppies. Like I was like crazy that I saw that, because I've heard people say this, but I was absolutely shocked that I saw this on Facebook literally 3 days before we're about to be here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ooh.
Yeah, it happens, but I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, I'm not. I was like, I do not have the unicorn luck that some of these folks do. But I would, of course, have taken those puppies right to a Humane Society or an SPCA.
Yeah.
Briefly, too, I want to talk about some of the older dogs. What are some of the things, like if you adopt an older dog, what are some of the things that you should be looking at if you are adopting an older dog?
I would make sure that they had some baseline blood work. We would want to check for things that could be brewing that maybe aren't apparent on physical exam. So kidney function, liver function. I think we have to be cognizant that arthritis is a real issue. Make sure that they're mobile, that they're comfortable, that they're on joint supplements, CBD from Jade, maybe, things like
go
that.
CBD from Jade. Yeah.
So yeah, we just want to make sure that they're comfortable, that their insides look as good as their outsides by doing lab work, by making sure they have a good physical exam.
Now, of course, we're here raising funds for Scoot to the Stars, and you have seen some of these adorable dogs that have been here throughout the day today. When you see people who decide that they want to take care of a disabled dog, I feel like that is something that's a real commitment, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of the factors that you should be really considering before you take a dog that has either disabilities or some physical challenges?
Yeah.
What are some things that you should really understand about what you're taking on?
I think you'd have to recognize that you will have to have a good relationship with a veterinarian, that there's going to be lots of upkeep, that there's going to be a big financial commitment, an emotional commitment, that you may not get the same period of time that you would get with your healthy senior dog.
Right.
And your house has to be set up for it, right? You can't have these guys scooting around and have a bunch of steps in your house that you haven't protected them from. So
absolutely. It's almost like just like if you or yourself were living with a disability, you have to make sure you would do this in your own home. This is exactly what you need to make sure, so that your animal can get around easily. They're not bumping into things and crashing in and maybe hurting themselves.
Exactly.
So really making sure that your house is set up for that.
You have the time commitment, the financial commitment. If you're not going to be home very much, maybe having a disabled dog isn't the best thing to take on.
I also want to just tap on that really quickly. You talked about if you're not going to be home that often. Sometimes I see people adopt animals and I'm like, why are you adopting a pet? You're traveling all the time.
Yeah.
You're not home all the time. Sometimes people are just like, oh, he was so cute. I just had to take him home tonight. And that is really how so many animals end up in shelters, is that people think right then and there, oh my gosh, this is so great. Today I've decided I want to adopt a dog. Do you suggest like a waiting period before you adopt a dog? What are some of the things that...
I just like anything, like a big purchase, I kind of would tell myself, let's think about this. Do we have the funds? Do we have the time? Can I make this commitment? It's a big commitment. And I think it's a lifelong commitment so that they don't end up in shelters. And so, I would take some time, sleep on it, think on it. It should never be a knee jerk.
Right. You go to the shelter with grandpa, and the next thing you know, you bring 3 dogs home. Probably
not the best idea.
Yeah, not the best idea. So Dr. Rachel Kuster, you are with Truckee Meadows Vet Hospital. You guys have a booth over here. People, please stop by.
Yeah.
You got some goodies over there.
Yeah, we've got swag. We're raffling off some exams and vaccines. So stop on by, meet the staff. They're all over there. So,
and thank you for mentioning the CBD. Can you just talk briefly before we wrap things up about that? Because I hear more and more folks that are utilizing CBD.
Yeah.
How do you feel as a veterinarian about that?
It's kind of coming to me more from the client experience, and it has been very positive for many people that are using it. It helps with anxiety. It helps inflammation. So dogs that have arthritis, mobility issues, it's been a great tool. Now we're finding that it can be useful for dogs with maybe some seizure activity, things like that. So it seems to have a lot of uses. We're still learning about it, but I think it's a safe and effective tool for a lot of people.
Well, thank you so much for being here today and supporting the cause for Scoot to the Stars. I am going to encourage you again to get those raffle tickets. You can stop on by the Alice 96.5 tent to get your raffle tickets. We have got a lot of great raffle prizes, and I'm going to run through a couple more of those. Can you guys give a big round of applause to Dr. Rachel? Some great information. I think this is really awesome that they're here and supporting the cause. Thank you so much. But let's talk more about the raffle prizes. You must be present to win. We're going to raffle off prizes based on winners of the race. But we've also got gift baskets. We've got a $50 gift card from Pete Saba. We've got a gift basket from Salty Paws. I want to also mention, when you first came in here today, we were talking about getting your dog's paws, a print done. You can still get that done over here. You could even possibly walk away with that as a gift certificate that you could win. So get yourself a raffle ticket. We're going to be back here in just a little bit with more great stuff for you. Oh, a couple more things I want to let you know. Epic's photo booth is in the back. And if you would like to get a photo with your dog, maybe your dog has found like a date tonight and is like, wow, this is a hot little furry friend. And we want to capture the moment of this special date. We encourage you to do so. If you're also one of those folks that I look exactly like my dog, I need to put this photo up so everyone knows that my dog and I are twins. That might be an opportunity for you to do that. We'll be right back. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting Midtown, Scoot to the Stars, and also Wags and Wheels. We'll be right back.
Are you getting married? Let Dream Pilot Films transform your wedding day into a cinematic masterpiece that lasts a lifetime. At Dream Pilot, our films aren't just wedding videos. They're expertly crafted cinematic stories that capture the joys and emotions of your special day so you and your family can enjoy them for an eternity. Every couple is unique, and your wedding video should reflect that. So whether it's a grand, luxurious wedding or a small, intimate elopement, we tailor our shooting style to match the tone and mood that fits your vibe. Our staff here at Dream Pilot Films take pride in their craftsmanship, and it shows in every project we undertake. We are professional, punctual, and always attentive to your needs, making sure that your wedding day is stress-free when it comes to capturing its beauty. Don't just take our word for it. Our previous clients speak volumes of our commitment, quality, and personality. We consistently receive glowing reviews for our ability to provide a seamless and enjoyable experience from the first consultation to the final delivery. Choosing Dream Pilot Films means entrusting this special memory to a team that cares about your story. We're here to capture every laugh, every tear, and every moment in between with elegance and cinematic professionalism. Visit us at dreampilotfilms.com to learn more about our services and how we can make your wedding day unforgettable. Capture the magic of your I do forever and let us turn your wedding day into an unforgettable film to last a lifetime.
We think of them as family. Now we get to feed them like family. Introducing Good Pup, made with 100% human-grade ingredients. Our food features a lightly cooked, balanced ratio of USDA-certified meats, veggies, and carbs specifically formulated for your pup to thrive. We might not deserve dogs, but they definitely deserve fresh food.
Okay, let's welcome to the stage Tyson Waldron and Jonathan Burnham. You guys are going to have to sit on that chair together. Yeah, round of applause. All right, guys. So, you started Good Pup Food Co.
Yes.
Why? And what is it?
Well, it's 100% human grade fresh dog food, and I had been just home cooking for my dog who had really crazy digestive issues. I mean, no kibble seemed to be doing the trick. Chicken, I thought, was the evil thing, and so, slowly but surely was cooking more and more for him just to stabilize his gut a little bit. And my girlfriend actually kind of just was like, why don't you do this? Like, this is going, like, it's clearly making a difference for your dog. Like, why don't you just go all in with it? And so, so I brought the idea to John and said, hey, what if this is our idea? Because we were working a media company, and it was going okay, but in the media world, you're always kind of creating other people's dreams, making their stuff be cool. And so I always called it the widget. I want our own widget. And I was like, well, what if this is our widget? And so we kind of went to the drawing board and created an actually complete recipe that you can feed entirely to your dog instead of just as a topper. And
it's a lot of work too. I've thought about feeding
Definitely.
my dog raw, and I've tried it, and it's so much research to make sure they have the right percentage of everything that they
Yes.
need to
Yeah.
stay healthy. So you guys
Yeah.
take care of that work for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of science that goes into it. And luckily, there's organizations that help us come to those numbers of how much calcium they need and how much of this and that they need. But yeah, it is complicated and it's a lot of work. We talk to a lot of people who cook for their dogs, and I just look at them in the eyes and I'm like, yeah, but would you rather spend your Saturdays doing something else or cooking,
Yeah.
100 pounds
meal
of
prep. Like, let's meal prep for our dog.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yes.
Our cooks are probably 9 hours, I would say, and then we have to bag it. I mean, just the cook, it's a huge process to make a quality product. So
And so is it raw? It's fresh? It's cooked?
everything is lightly cooked, except for a few ingredients. But yeah, we talked to a lot of vets. I mean, in a perfect vacuum, I really love the idea that dogs can eat raw things.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's really cool. And there is undoubtedly more nutrition if something is raw, but with the commercial food production, there's too many possible pitfalls with raw, and so we kind of wanted to steer away from that. We like to
There's some really scary stuff with it.
absolutely, and I think we try to strike a balance of cooking everything for the least amount of time possible. So we cook every ingredient individually. Yes, for just to make sure that it's cooked the least amount of time for that ingredient. Because we really want to balance that. We want to get it close to raw without being raw.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you have a few different options for people.
Yeah,
for
so we
your
have
different products?
2 recipes. We have chicken and steak, and they mostly have similar veggies and carbs, just different ratios to strike those balance for completeness. Yeah.
And have you found it? So you said you were worried about the chicken. I'm worried about the chicken. Actually, all the dog treats and the bowls and stuff that you see around have no chicken in them because I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, nope, chicken.
See, I thought it was chicken.
Risky.
And then, of course, I had to, my dog had to be the royal taste tester for our recipes. I was like, well, I'm throwing you the wolves. Let's see how you do. And I mean, no problem. So,
okay.
I don't know. I mean, if you think you're scared of chicken, maybe give actual, real chicken a try.
Yeah,
Yep.
something else. All right, awesome. And if people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way?
Our website is a great option, or you can Google us. Goodpupfood.co.com works, but .co.
I have another question I forgot. And you're located in Reno.
That's right.
And you deliver the food, or how do they get the food?
We deliver it to your door. We service pretty much the greater Reno area, Carson and Gardnerville. We're trying to get to Tahoe, but not quite yet. So
awesome. And you can visit them at their booth here at Good.
Right.
What?
What's that?
Oh, Good Food Pup Co.
Good Pup Food Co.
Good Pup Food Co. Good Pup Food Co.
That's right.
All right. I'm going to say it like a million times. I mess it up, I think, every time, but it's easy. Okay, John. What do you have dogs? He came to pitch it to you. Were you also cooking at your house?
No, but a very funny story is that my girlfriend's dog had some gut issues, and I knew that she would be such a fan of us. So we just told her that we knew someone making dog food in town, and we would just pick it up. And so she just started buying it on her own without knowing that it was us, to kind of make sure that, like, oh, hey, this is a good
She was
thing.
like a secret shopper.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. That's exactly. I mean, I heard about it and I'm like, oh, I'm so sold. It's something I think everybody wants to do.
Yeah.
Especially, and
As
it's cool that it's local and you can support local.
Yeah, it's a huge step up from just kibble to be able to give your dog extra nutrients, extra flavor, something different each time. It's really awesome. And also, thanks so much for hosting this event. This is so huge and important. And this event is a little extra special for us because a few years ago, I was paralyzed in one of my legs. And so I know how much time and effort it is to recover. So to be able to, it takes a whole community to get that level of support to come back from something like that. So what you guys are doing to raise and help these dogs to give them a chance is so huge. Yeah, really, really awesome.
Thank you for sharing your story. That was amazing. Yeah. I'm glad you guys could make it. How cool that we met. Right?
Yeah.
By chance.
This is awesome. And I'm very excited for the race here. I got money on Titan.
Oh, yeah. Titan?
I'm going Dottie. Why not?
Dottie! Team Dottie! Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Can we hear for Jonathan and Tyson? Woo! All right, you guys. We have voting. If you want to donate and vote for another 18 minutes, it'll end at 6:30, and the